Hi guys, this is Miss Remy here. I'm here with Patrick Alley from DJEATC, and I will give him a chance to introduce himself.
Ms. Remy, thank you very much for this opportunity. Appreciate it. What we're doing here in this particular case this morning is we're going to talk about electrical apprenticeship, specifically DJEATC electrical apprenticeship, which is a bona fide apprenticeship program to make you into an electrician. On the screen, you should see a slide which defines some of the points of emphasis I want to make sure that we address. This is not just a job. This is a career path. Safety is a big issue. We deal with a lethal energy source, and we want to make sure that nobody gets hurt. We've got a great compensation package. I want to also emphasize that we want you to be flexible, have options in life, and finally, don't settle. To me, that's a key point. If you wind up settling, what happens is you're only going to get whoever they happens to be, you're going to get what they give you. So to get right to it, the comment I made about it being a career, not just a job, you're going to have a skill trade as an electrician, a skilled craftsman, as I just said, dealing with a lethal energy source. You're going to be able to make a good living. You're going to have an opportunity that not a lot of people get. Some people, businesses, use the term apprenticeships. And what they're really referring to, although they don't quite say it, is that their apprenticeship program, they will teach you what they want you to know to contribute to their business, to their particular business model. But if you leave their employ, then your training stops. And that's not the way our apprenticeship works. All of our contractors have a vested interest, a fiduciary responsibility to make you into the very best electrician you can be. You can take, and maybe you'll work for one contractor your whole apprenticeship. Maybe you work for one each year. It doesn't make any difference. Your training is not going to stop. Now, apprenticeship has been not widely talked about until this, probably the last 3 or 4 years. And when that term is used, it's really, if it's not a bona fide apprenticeship program, it's really it's an internship for that particular company. And as long as you're working for them, you're going to be trained to their way of thinking. So the other advantage of having this career path is you're going to have a safety net. Maybe you finish your apprenticeship, you're a journeyman electrician, you're out working, and you say, you know, I think I want to go be a salesman, a salesperson in the electrical industry, which I did. And it doesn't work out. I went back to the trade. The safety net is you've got something to fall back into. Next, your electrical profession is not going to be able to be outsourced. That is your intellectual property. No one can ever take it away from you. And last, about this particular career, I want you to think about the future. And you've got these things. What are they going to be like in 10 years? Well, no one knows. Somebody thinks they know, but until they actually develop it, nobody knows. So how are you going to be able to fit in with the future, with artificial intelligence, robotics, just the future technology? How are you going to be able to fit in? Are you going to have a job that will replace you with a machine? Because there's one thing about those machines. They don't get sick. They don't get lippy. They don't take a vacation, and they're not late to work. But they do require power. And electricians, we supply some power. So we fit in nicely, and we don't want to compete against them. You don't want to resist them, because that future technology is going to prevail. It just depends on how you fit in with it. This next slide, enough emphasis cannot be placed on safety. We want you to make sure that you go home the same way you came to work every day. No accidents, no excuses, just a safe environment. You're going to get safety training, first aid, CPR, 70E, NFPA 70E training, and OSHA certification, which will give you a chance to develop a good personal safety culture. Next slide, talking about the compensation package. Electricians do well. They do very well. You're working 40 hours a week. You work really, as a journeyman electrician, you work as much as you want, or you can work as little as you want. The point is, an electrician in June 1st will be making $39.75 per hour. Then you've got a wage package that, compensation package that increases your the total gross compensation to $57.36 per hour. And if you're working 2,000 hours in a year, you do the math. A first period apprentice starts out at $16.70. They don't get all of the benefit package until after they finish basically the first year. But initially they will get health care, which is, that's a big deal in life. Health, welfare, insurance, and that's about $7.40 an hour that is contributed in your behalf to take care of your health insurance, which is a good thing. Annuity plan, which is $3 an hour that's put into an account. There's a personal care account, and there's several pension plans. Someone like me, I pay attention to the pension plans because, well, a lot of people tell me that I should retire, and as long as I can make a contribution, I don't want to retire yet. It's in the future, the near future, but not yet. So that's the package, and then here is just a little bit more information about how you would apply, how you would start this journey. You need a $30 application fee. You need to complete the application. All of this stuff is done in person. It's not done virtually. We don't do it through the mail. No internet filling out an application. You need a high school diploma or a GED equivalent. You need proof of passing 1 year of high school algebra. You're going to need 2 forms of ID, a valid driver's license, and 1 other government issued identification, either Social Security card, passport, military ID, something like that. Then you would be scheduled for an aptitude test over reading and algebra, reading comprehension and algebra. If you score 4 or greater, then you get scheduled for an interview. How you do in the interview determines your ranking. And this interview is not over electrical issues at all. It's about situational issues that you've had in life, whether it be school, your private life, church. Well, makes no difference. But it's not an electrical aptitude test to see what you know about electricity. We're going to teach you that. As I said, the base starting wage, or if I didn't, let me say it again. The base starting wage is $16.70. You get that the rest of the compensation package as you complete specific hours of the apprenticeship. Now, as the apprentice, your responsibility is going to be to buy small hand tools, screwdrivers, a tape measure, channel locks, side cutters, diagonal cutting pliers, things of that nature. And those tools are yours. You keep them. Nobody's going to buy them for you. You're going to have to buy your own clothes, your own work boots. And there's an $850 registration fee every year. And I say $850, it's about that much. It maybe changes a little bit as some of the prices fluctuate just a little. The contractor, the electrical contractor, provides your paycheck, the benefit package, PPE, meaning gloves, hard hat, earplugs, sunglasses, not sunglasses, safety glasses, anything that specifically you would need for the job, that is the contractor's responsibility. And tools, the large tools, equipment, socket sets, benders, things of that nature, the electrical contractor provides that. You'll go to work and then you'll go to school 2 nights a week during the curriculum year from 5:30 to 8:30. And that is about 60% of the time would be online in a virtual classroom. The other 40% is additional hands-on training as well as assessments. So bottom line, you are earning a paycheck. You're building a career. You're building up pension plans, annuity plans while you are being trained. And as I said at the beginning, you will be trained no matter what electrical contractor you're working for. And we've got numerous electrical contractors that need apprentices. Why do they need apprentices? Number one, to perpetuate the trade. But number two is it cuts down the labor cost. The difference between the $16.70 on the check versus $39.75 is relatively apparent. So you're earning while you're learning. There we go. All right. The other point of emphasis I wanted to make was to be flexible, have options. One thing about it, if you've got a safety net to fall back into, should something get off the track with your new, maybe you think you're the next Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, whatever the situation is, and it doesn't work out, you can always fall back into that skilled trade. Like I said, nobody can take that intellectual property away from you. The career paths that we offer, the Inside program, is 5 curriculum years. You complete it in 4.3 calendar years. Voice, data, video is a 3-year program, and you complete it in 3 years. And residential, which is another 3 years, completing in 3 years also. The takeaway from this is that you're not backed into a corner. I can take, as an electrician, as an IBEW member, journeyman electrician, I can go anywhere in the United States, Canada, Puerto Rico, the Dominican. I can go over into Europe. I can go to Great Britain. All of this training that you're getting is recognized as a foundation that makes you into an electrician, just like someone would be a surgeon. We are licensed by the state of Colorado, and if I'm not mistaken, all 50 states require an electrical license for you to perform electrical work in their particular state to comply with the state laws. So you're a licensed professional with a skilled trade. Another benefit is there's no discrimination. There's no inequalities. We are, a journeyman electrician makes the scale. That's what the contract says, and that's what happens. If you work overtime, you get overtime money. So no inequalities. Everybody is treated the same. The underserved folks in society, females are encouraged to participate. You You know, females can, well, there is no glass ceiling. You can take the trade as far as you want. I say that sincerely because I've done it. I've done pretty well with the trade, and I appreciate the opportunity I was given back in 1969 when I became an apprentice. The other benefit is that you're not going to wind up with any college debt. This is higher education. Our certificate is recognized by all of the Front Range community colleges, and you present it to them, and in that particular 2-year degree, they will give you hours. Now, obviously, you're going to have to take some of their classes in order to get their degree, but the certificate is worth college credit. It is higher education. It's just got a little bit different flavor to it. Let's see, next. Oops, sorry. I got to fire myself. Next, don't settle. In life, don't settle. It's not worth it. Trust me. You can have a good, meaningful life. It can be very, very profitable. You can kick back when it's time to retire. Go out on your back deck and put your legs up and kind of look around and say, yeah, it's been a good ride. Been a good ride. It was a good career. And the last thing I want to leave you with is don't let somebody back you into a corner, because it's not where you start. It's where you finish. And that's, to me, that's the key. How did you finish? How did it work out for you? Did you learn anything? Yes. Were you a positive influence on other people? Absolutely. Did you create things? Absolutely. Do you have life logic now? Absolutely. So it's one of those situations where it doesn't make any difference where you start. It's how you wind up, how you finish. And as I fumbled around there a minute ago, this last slide, I do want to thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. As I said, my name is Patrick Alley. I'm with the DJEATC. My phone number is right there. You can catch me on our email. And please, if you would, stay safe. So that's the mic drop. Now, Ms. Remy.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I have just one quick question. How often do training cohorts take place for students that might be interested in applying?
For students that are interested, it's on an as-needed basis. We will start a cohort if the contractors are in short need of, they need electrical apprentices. We will start in the middle of a curriculum year. We just started one in January. And the fact that it's 4.3 calendar years allows a little bit of time for things to get caught up. So it's on an as-needed basis. But typically, there's one for sure that's going to start right around the end of August, and then there may be another one that would start in January. Does that answer your question?
Yes, perfect. And then I think just one last question for students who want to apply. What should their very first step be? What should they do next?
They need to call and make an appointment to come in and start the application process. Now, if they will go to the website, which is DJEATC68.com, everything that I'm saying is in writing. So they can visit that website and get a real good picture of what the next steps would be to start that career path.
Perfect. All right. Well, I think we covered all my questions then. So thank you so much for your time.
I appreciate yours. Thank you.
Thank you.